November the 12th, 2017, 9:25 p.m. EST. An anonymous group of anti-colonial anti-racists says it spray-painted the statue of Sir John Macdonald in Place du Canada early Sunday. In a statement published beneath the video, the group says they targeted Canada's first Prime Minister because he was a white supremacist. He directly contributed to the genocide of Indigenous peoples with the creation of the brutal residential school system, the document reads, as well as other measures meant to destroy native cultures and traditions. Nicholas Clyde Griffith, a groundskeeper at the park, says this isn't the first time the statue has been vandalized. "I look up and I was like, oh, not again," said Clyde Griffith, who works for Strathmore Grounds Management. "Last time they spray-painted the anarchy on the statue." The vandals also took credit for defacing the statue last summer in protest of the Canada 150 celebrations and the whitewashing of the country's colonial history. Clyde Griffith says the paint can normally be washed out with solvents, but given that so much of it wound up on the bronze statue, he says cleaning it might be quite the job. "Most of the time, when I'm here, they don't do anything because they see me with my uniform," he said. "No one's here at 2 a.m. Though the anti-racist group said it isn't affiliated with Sunday's anti-racism march, they support its goals and oppose far-right groups like Lawmute and Storm Alliance. There has been a debate in both academic circles and Indigenous communities recently, surrounding Macdonald's role in history. While he's best known as Canada's first Prime Minister and the man who steered the country from under English rule, Macdonald's legacy has a much darker side. During a famine in the prairies in the 1880s, the Prime Minister ordered the Department of Indian Affairs to withhold food rations to the Plain and Wood Cree and Assiniboine people until they cleared their land and made way for the Canadian Pacific Railroad. While these conversations have been fraught with emotion, with some suggestion Macdonald's name be removed from schools and other public places, none of the prominent scholars or Indigenous activists have called for acts of vandalism. Meanwhile, in the street Lauronborough, a war memorial was vandalized on Friday night. The white cenotaph in Beaudet Park, near the Ducalg Metro station, had profane anti-military messages spray-painted in red. He said city workers arrived quickly to remove the messages. Montreal police confirmed they are investigating. The Canadian press contributed to this report. 4 degrees Celsius.